And now from around the state, your top stories on Wisconsin 360.
Well, good morning. I'm Phoebe Murray, and you are watching Wisconsin 360, a daily live stream bringing you a look at developing stories and markets all across the state, plus a live check of your first alert forecast here in southern Wisconsin. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, so here's a look at your top stories. Starting in Madison, neighbors in a Sun Prairie retirement community say their usually quiet Monday night turned into a shocking scene when a pickup truck slammed through 3 units. This happened in an area called Olympic Village. Sun Prairie fire officials say the truck first hit a car in a nearby subdivision, then went down a hill and crashed through these triplexes you're looking at here. 1 unit was destroyed, but the person living there had recently moved out, so it was empty. The truck caught fire when it hit a second building. Despite the estimated $500,000 in damage, neighbors who live in the other units were able to return home Monday night. 92-year-old Kathy Anderson says she heard that truck hit the building.
This old lady was just laying and reading, and all of a sudden, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I heard this noise, and I thought, wait a minute, that wasn't here. And I walked around my house, and then I came to the door and I saw lights, and I came out and what's going on?
The buildings are still considered structurally sound and no one was seriously hurt, but the driver was taken to the hospital. The cause of this crash is still under investigation. Police do say, though, that the driver had a medical emergency possibly leading up to that crash, so no charges are currently pending. A 23-year-old former caretaker accused of sexually assaulting residents at Dimensions Living in Fitchburg, including a woman with dementia, is expected to be in court later today. According to the criminal complaint, this man here, 23-year-old Julio Morales Jarquin, was identified as the caretaker who allegedly had sex with multiple residents. An administrator at the facility started working with police to investigate after one of the residents told her daughter that Morales Jarquin had sex with her inside her room at the facility. The victim allegedly told police she did not give consent, but gave in after Morales Jarquin kept asking. The complaint also details another worker finding Morales Jarquin with his pants down with a naked patient who has dementia and cognitive decline. Lots of disturbing details here in this case. Dimensions Living confirmed Morales Jarquin is no longer working or employed with the assisted living facility. He is set to be back in Dane County Court at 2:30 this afternoon. A man accused of being involved in a deadly Sun Prairie shooting in 2024 is scheduled to be in court later today for a competency hearing. Zachary O'Connell is facing multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide. The shooting happened on October 18th on Martin Street. Officers say one person was injured in the shooting and another man died. O'Connell is scheduled to be in court at 9. Fights are breaking out in downtown Madison. Now families and city leaders are asking, what do we do about it? So the city of Madison, they used to have a curfew where people under 17 could not be on streets after 11 p.m. during the week or past midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. This was really repealed in 2023. Now, some people are talking through the idea of bringing it back. Madison police, however, say they are not considering a curfew. Instead, they're looking at other options, including the possibility of implementing age restrictions that businesses could put in place. Well, after years of planning and community collaboration, the Center for Black Excellence in Culture will be opening their doors later today here in Madison. The first of its kind facility is expected to host plays, lectures, book seminars, and gatherings centered around Black culture and resilience. The center will be hosting a grand opening ceremony this afternoon from 2 to 6 p.m. Because of this opening, West Badger Road will be closed from South Park Street to Tulip Lane, starting right at 9 here this morning until 6 this evening. And those are your top stories out of Madison here at the WMTV 15 News Markets. Let's head now to the northeast for a check of the top stories out of Green Bay. Here's morning anchor at BAY, Emerson Lehman.
Hello from Green Bay. I'm Emerson Lehman. Here's what's making headlines in northeast Wisconsin. People in Wrightstown sounding off against potential data center projects in the village. The village board discussed its position involving those centers during a meeting on Tuesday. Board members said they will continue to be transparent with the community regarding data center projects. They say they won't pass a proposal that's not right for the village and does not meet their requirements. Many people say they're not happy about any potential data center project, citing health concerns over possible air pollution from the facilities.
And my wife has a lung condition. I have an autoimmune condition. Frankly, this data center scares me. We would sell our home if it would.
We don't know anything because there's nothing in front of us. So I encourage everybody to just take a breath. Everybody hears data center and they get worked up. And right at this moment, it's for nothing.
The board says if any plan is put forward, it will require extensive review, and that review will happen in open session, not behind closed doors. FEMA will be assessing April's storm and flood damage in Outagamie and Waupaca County today. They'll talk with local leaders and impacted people living there to determine whether to request a federal disaster declaration. Those teams are scheduled to be in New London this morning and in Fremont this afternoon. They'll also be in the village of Shiocton, an area hit hard by the flooding. Shiocton officials say if it's declared a disaster, FEMA will notify the village. Each resident will then apply on their own for FEMA funding. People should also file a permit for all repairs. More information can be found at our website, wbay.com. In Green Bay, the city's Common Council halted a resolution during its meeting Tuesday night. It urged the Brown County Board of Supervisors to prioritize the hiring of the Neville Public Museum's next executive director. The council voted unanimously to not adopt it on Tuesday night. This comes as the county considers the idea of possibly relocating the Children's Museum to the Neville. City leaders maintain they have a stake in the Neville's success, but supervisors have asked the city to not interfere with its management of the county-owned site. Tuesday night's failed resolution was strictly symbolic, and the county says it's working to fill the executive director position. The role has been advertised since December of last year. That's what's making headlines here in northeast Wisconsin. I'm Emerson Lehman. Have a great day, everybody.
All right, Emerson, thank you. And for a deeper dive into any of those stories you just heard, you can head to their website at wbay.com. All right, now we are going to head to western Wisconsin for a check of the top stories coming out of Eau Claire on this Wednesday morning. Here's morning anchor at 13 News, Bob Gallagher.
This is a Wisconsin 360 news update from WEAU 13 News. I'm Bob Gallagher. As gas prices continue to chew away at our wallets, Wisconsin Congressman Derek Van Orden says it's profiteers, not supply, that's driving up costs. The state officially set a new record for the highest recorded average price of diesel fuel on Monday and again on Tuesday at $5.71 a gallon. Van Orden says price gouging oil companies are taking advantage of American consumers.
I don't hold these oil companies up that are jacking up our prices. I don't. I mean, they need to understand that, as I said earlier, we're all Americans. There's a difference between profiting and profiteering. And at this point, these people are profiteering, and I don't appreciate it at all.
And we asked the congressman if he plans to support legislation combating fuel price gouging. He says the executive branch, not Congress, has the ability to end the problem quickly. And one of Van Orden's opponents this November is sharing similar concerns about the rising costs. Congressional candidate Rebecca Cook is continuing her campaign with a multi-county tour. She visited the Westby Cooperative Creamery in Vernon County to see the progress on the plant's expansion. She says rising fuel prices will be detrimental to the farming industry.
Nobody voted for the war in Iran, and that's a direct reflection of what the increase in diesel prices is. And so I'd like to see us pull out of our presence there. And I think we've seen increase in diesel prices, but also increase in fertilizer prices, and it's making it harder and putting an even bigger strain on our farmers that are really working to try to just get by.
Well, the Eau Claire Area School District Board of Education is approving a plan to cut the hourly equivalent of roughly 11.5 certified teaching positions. That means 17 staff members will have their roles entirely or partially cut next year. The includes eliminating positions in special education, instructional coaching, art, and reading intervention. Positions with significantly reduced hours include drama, band, French, and family and consumer sciences.
I want to be clear. No one up here, no one who worked on this, no administrator, no principal, no one wants to make this decision. None of us wanted to be here.
And multiple community members spoke out against the cuts. The move comes as the district faces an anticipated $10.5 million budget deficit for next school year. That's a check of your news headlines in Western Wisconsin.
Bob, thank you. And for a deeper dive into any of those stories out of Western Wisconsin, you can head to their website, weau.com. All right, last stop here on our Wisconsin 360 top stories for this Wednesday morning. We're going to head up to Channel 7, North Central Wisconsin, where we're checking in with morning anchors Aaron Taylor and Cassandra Cepeda.
Good morning from Wausau. I'm Cassandra Cepeda.
And I'm Aaron Taylor.
We are following breaking news out of Marshfield, where a shelter-in-place order lifted a few hours ago. Police have arrested a 32-year-old man. South Oak Avenue is now open after police blocked off parts between 8th and 14th Streets. Officers say the situation was resolved at around 1:40 this morning. We've been told more information should come out later this morning, and we'll continue to keep you updated with the latest information both on air and online at WSAW.com.
The Stevens Point Police and Fire Commission is moving forward with a new public safety center and fire station. The new Nexus Public Safety Center would be located along County Road R near Land's End on the city's east side. It also incorporates Mid-State Technical College and the police department. It'll allow agencies to train together so they can react together. Officials say the level of enthusiasm from public safety agencies is not seen very often.
It's energizing very much. You know, anytime you have 62 agencies say this is the #1 project, so every approval you get to be able to make that a reality, that's very satisfying for us.
The exact plans for the center still need city approval. Officials hope to launch a capital campaign in the fall and estimate it will take a few years to fully fund the building. Well, many of you are dealing with record-breaking diesel prices. The high costs are making it harder for rodeo competitors to get to events, and that means you might be paying more to enjoy a summer staple. Stock animal carriers are raising their prices to drive to events. Towns then have to pay more to set up each rodeo and need to pass those costs to you through ticket prices. It's also more expensive for farmers to fuel their equipment, which increases prices for riders to feed their animals.
Honestly, the breaking point is hay prices, and hay prices are normally about $5–6 a bale. I can probably see hay going up to $7 to $10. I mean, it's very likely with $6 a gallon off-road fuel.
Rodeo competitors drive thousands of miles over the summer, but many are finding it's not affordable to go to smaller events. And that hurts cities like Merrill and Manawa that depend on the economic boost that they've come to expect from rodeos every year.
A Wausau nonprofit wants all kids in the community to have a bed to sleep in at night. Sleep in Heavenly Peace had their first bed building event on Tuesday to help accomplish that. Volunteers showed high school students from the Be Amazing Club how to assemble beds. They worked at 8 different stations to make the frames. One volunteer says there's always a way to lend a hand.
One of the ladies that was our carriers, she wasn't able to do any sanding, but she was able to carry our lumber over to the dipping station, and so there's always something that anybody can do.
Sleep in Heavenly Peace volunteers will deliver and assemble the beds later. They also give kids mattresses and bedding.
That's a look at the top stories from across North Central Wisconsin.
All right, Cassandra and Aaron, thank you. And for more on any of those stories that you just saw, you can head to their website for more information, WSAW.com. That's it for Top Stories on Wisconsin 360 this May 6th. I'm signing off, but stick around. Meteorologist Kevin Corvo will give you your first alert forecast. He's gearing up over at the live desk. He will join us just after this break. Make it a great day.
Well, good Wednesday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Kevin Corvo, WMTV 15 Plus. Get your weather here. It is hump day. Now, we've had some beautiful weather over the last couple of days, and guess what? More of that's to come. Now, the temperature's a little cool this morning, but the sun is out. Take a look outside at some of our cameras at the moment. We are looking very nice. Clear skies for the most part across much of the area. And we're going to stay dry as we go through today and really the next few days as well. Temperatures out there here in Madison look like this. There's a Capitol Cam, 45 degrees, a little bit of wind making it feel more like 42 degrees in our area. And those winds are coming from the northwest. The front that came through well down across the Gulf Coast right now, bringing that cooler air along with it. But yeah, up into the 50s today, so cooler than average for this time of year. For the rest of the area, Montello 45, Monroe 44, Viroqua, you're at 40. And today we do expect to get into the mid to lower 50s, just depending on where you are. That's almost about 10 degrees cooler than average for this time of year. All right, take a look at the satellite and radar. I did mention that the front that came through is now well down here across much of the southeast and heading down into the Gulf Coast. Rain coming into New England. There's that front right there. Becoming more stationary as you go down across Texas, but some thunderstorms building up across Texas as well. Now, if you've seen any video, they have gotten some amazing snow out here in Colorado. Take a look at this right here. Not even seeing any rain showers. And of course, they closed most of the ski resorts, I think all of the ski resorts by now, but they're getting plenty of snow out there. So if you are heading to Colorado the next day or so, it is going to be a little slick out there in the roads. But for us, we're in that nice slot where we get those northwesterly winds, and we are seeing those clear skies as well. Now, we may pick up a few clouds this afternoon, but they're going to be those high cirrus clouds as well. All right, let's switch gears a little bit. I showed you the highs for today. Let's talk about what's going to be happening as we go into tomorrow morning. We're going to get down into the 30s again. Now, we've had to bring and protect those plants quite a bit because of those morning temperatures. And some of you have had frost on your cars. How about 33 in Janesville, 36 in Madison, 33 down towards Partyville as well. Tomorrow, another day like today. Temperatures only into the mid-50s, so cooler than average for this time of year. But those temperatures will be coming up. And for the rest of the day, there's those clouds for the afternoon, clearing out again overnight. Maybe a sprinkle or two tomorrow morning with the disturbance that's going through. But what we'll notice going into tomorrow and from that point on is that those winds will start to change a little bit more from the west to the southwest. And that's going to start our warming trend heading into the weekend. All right, Thursday's highs look like this. Yes, still chilly, but some of you will make it up into the 60s. We're going to look at Mineral Point at 60. That's about 6 degrees lower than average. And Prairie du Chien at 64 degrees. Highs going forward, though, it is going to be nice and warm as we head into the rest of the weekend for Saturday. Sunday brings those temperatures back down because normally about 63 degrees would be our high. And then next week we are back into the 70s, but really looking pretty dry as we head into the weekend as well. So a slight chance today for tomorrow and Friday, dry Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So a good weekend to be out there. And then our next chance of seeing some precip likely going to be on Tuesday. All right, extended forecast. Now, those temperatures really aren't going to budge too much from average for the next 6 to 10 days, and really not too much for the next 8 to 14 days. We're right in that middle slot, that normal slot, and that means we're going to be seeing temperatures pretty much into the mid-60s, I would say. But there's that beautiful weekend coming ahead. Either day, pick. The mornings are going to be fairly low. Fairly moderate, excuse me, but Saturday, if you are going to the farmer's market, not a bad day. Sunday, if you are heading out, plenty of sunshine there as well. All right, that does it for some of your weather. We're going to come back in about 1 minute, talk about some national weather, and if you're traveling, what you can expect. Stay with me. I'll be back in 1 minute. All right, we are back. Now let's talk about some trouble spots if you are traveling across the country today or tomorrow, where you could be seeing some delays as well. I did show you the national radar. We're going to get to that again in just 1 second, but take a look right now what is happening in terms of our, here it comes up, there it is. All right, morning temperatures. Notice out there towards the west, you get that kind of push of cold air. That's what's helping to initiate that snow that we're seeing in parts of Colorado. I did mention that our frontal boundary is down across much of the southeast. So for Atlanta, for I would say Montgomery, for Dallas, potentially, you're going to be seeing some weather today as that front pushes through right across the area. Temperatures on both sides of the front, enough contrast, enough instability that we're seeing there. But we do have right now, I'll just tell you, in Texas, we are looking at severe thunderstorm watches and severe thunderstorm warnings in place. And you can see that right here. Let me pull in for you. And is Austin going to be in the way? Yes. So if you're heading to Austin, those storms will be out of there. But if you're heading to Houston or over there towards Louisiana, that could also be a bit of a problem. For Colorado, how about this? We are talking about winter storm warnings in parts of Colorado. Seeing plenty of, I'm going to pull it up to see exactly what they're saying here, how much snow they do expect to see in that area. How about another 3 to 8 inches in the Rockies? And this is in effect until 3 p.m. this afternoon before that system begins to move out. All right, for what's happening here for your travel plans, let me just get you over there right now. We are looking at conditions for today. Well, let's go back a little bit here. Let's pull this back for you. All right, if you are flying out today, this is what we're expecting to see, those trouble spots. Along the frontal boundary could be the issue. We're talking much of the I-95 corridor, down across parts of Charlotte, Raleigh-Durham, and I think Atlanta's going to change. There it goes over to yellow right there as those showers and thunderstorms come through. And of course, for Denver, yes, they're looking at some problems and some delays if you are heading to Denver today or getting somebody out from Denver today, waiting for them. It could be a bit of a delay. All right, let's get into Thursday. I want to show you what's happening there. The front pushes off the coast for New England. It's still kind of stationary down along the Florida Panhandle, southern Georgia. But in terms of any real delays, not too bad. We're talking really over towards the upper Rockies, northern Rockies, and we're also talking down towards Atlanta again. That front's going to kind of lay out there, and they were talking in that region flood potential for that area, for northern parts of Georgia, as well as into central Alabama. Flooding is going to be a potential because that front is really going to be sticking around for that region. Heading into Friday, we are looking at basically better weather for Atlanta, so good for them, but that front kind of stalls out along the Gulf Coast. So I'm saying San Antonio, New Orleans, Dallas, all looking like there could be a little bit of potential there. And very quickly, before I leave you, I wanted to get into those temperatures for tomorrow. We are looking at, believe it or not, a lot of below average temperatures for the region, even here in Madison. Where's the warmest places? Well, Orlando, right ahead of the front. That is going to be hot. It's also going to be sticky. And then over towards El Paso, a little bit cooler there. And still a very, very warm day down across much of Florida. We're looking at those temperatures, though, in the upper Midwest, Northern Plains, getting a little bit warmer. We're talking Sioux City at 77 and Fargo at 72. All right, enjoy your Wednesday. It is a beautiful day to get out and about, and it's going to be a nice string of days all the way through the weekend as well. So plan well, enjoy. I'll see you later. Take care.